I would hope to either get an internship or to
Oh, Hemlock. Read the last
Yep.
stage.
technical interview course.
I'm
During
now,
that internship.
I'm
Sorry?
now, I'm now actually playing Universal Paperclips.
Yeah. Turn
Ha.
that into a winternship.
E-
I just love how, like, the Paperclips game, like, it starts in one place and then it just keeps going in such a weird direction. It's like, holy crap. I like the stocks thing. I thought that was. Okay. Streaming?
Honestly, not having a car for this like past week or two, I've done so much more. I should get rid of my car.
Like, what were you doing before?
Driving to the gym, and then lifting for like an hour and a half, and then driving home. That's like a waste of like 2.5 hours. Like that whole every day, like 2.5 hours every day. Like getting ready for the gym, driving there, doing the
The
gym.
car isn't the blame.
Well, it does get me there. Like the gym's too far for me. Like without a car to like go to the gym. So
No, you can work out at home.
I could, but I don't know. I don't have enough weights at home.
What's a problem you can also fix?
Yeah, I could probably. It's
Well,
like my
cheaper than the
basement.
gas on long term.
My basement's fucked. Too much stuff in the basement.
Isn't that like every basement?
Yeah, exactly. I swear, when I get a place, I'm gonna have nothing. People are gonna be like, "Why is your house fucking empty?" And I'm gonna be like, "Because
Oh,
it's easier this way."
Sorry, I'm driving, so I couldn't see who it was.
Yeah, driving. Look both ways.
I mean, when I'm turning, yeah.
My head's always
Yeah.
on a swivel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, are all my variable names fixed?
Starting to get my driver's tan for the year.
Driver's stand.
Yep, it's where one arm gets tanned because of the sun shining from the driver's side window.
Mm-hmm.
So like I look like a non-rotated marshmallow. Because I'm also very white.
The house you're sitting, do they have a pool?
No.
Oh.
I mean, there's a pool at the apartment complex. I just haven't really wanted to swim this year.
I'd be in that pool every day. Look, every day you'd be in the pool. I would get home from work, pool.
But would you actually be in the pool, or would you be tanning?
In the pool.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I would jump in the pool, and I would just jump in once and be like, all right, I'm done. Time to.
No, I laugh, but that's whenever one of my exes. This must have been probably a decade ago. We went to Myrtle Beach, and every day we made sure to at least go to the ocean just to touch the water. Like if not swimming in it, then just to be there.
E.
Trish is doing well.
Alright, I think this is all I gotta do. Where'd your boss go?
What's the one? What's the Disney in Florida? I'm pretty sure that one.
Yeah.
I never remember whether it's Land or World. Disney World Land.
Disneyland World, yes, bro. If Disney could own a world, they would do it.
Yeah, if there was a way to monetize it.
Yeah.
Can't blame.
It's like one of the only like, oh, thank God. Florida finally like revoked Disney's rights to like not pay taxes, right?
Mm.
That's such a good move for Florida. Imagine
Have
that.
the right to not pay taxes?
Yeah, on their land.
And-
like,
What?
dude,
Properties.
Walt Disney, crazy guy, somehow
pretty sure-
convinces the state of Florida to sell him this land, and that on this land, any sales, no taxes. Like, it's why is it called Disneyland? It's Disneyland. Like, it doesn't pay taxes. It's not Florida land. It's Disneyland. It's literally Disneyland. Like, they don't pay taxes. Yeah, and it's been like that ever since they built the park, and they finally, I think they tried to overturn it like this year.
I thought it was just property tax.
Let's take a look.
Can't remember. I'll be right.
Let's see. Yeah. So Florida had Florida had a bill where Walt Disney Company is able to operate as an independent government. Like, independent government. If it's its independent government, like, they're not paying taxes.
Why would that even be a thing ever?
Exactly. It's just ultimate form of capitalism. Like, the
What?
company owns the land. Like, they don't pay taxes.
Was I right? Or
It's
It almost
just
sounds like they were gonna pay the people in company script any day.
like the Florida had this decades-old bill that allowed Walt Disney Company to operate as an independent government around its 2,500 acre, 25,000 acre, 25,000. Oh my God, theme park complex. If they erased this law, it would cost $200 million in taxes per year. Per year. So it's literally its own government in Florida. Walt Disney. Like, it's called Disneyland for a reason.
Madness.
It's literal madness.
oh, Discord just randomly crashed on me.
Dude, welcome to the game.
What?
I said welcome to the game.
Oh, okay. Am I cool enough to be in the gang with everybody?
Well, if your Discord
no.
crashes, then yeah.
You have your
Heck
pocket
yeah.
calculator with you.
I'm gonna tell all my friends.
In order
They're
to
gonna
be
be so jelly.
in order to be in this gang, you have to have a pocket calculator.
I'm gonna make sure to tell them at my next D&D session.
That's how it used to be. Like,
Nothing wrong with it.
Steve Wozniak literally had pocket calculators.
I mean, we all do now.
Yeah, we all do, right? It's just a really powerful pocket computer. Like, we put man on the moon with like less computing power than what's in our pocket.
We
Then
put a
what's
man on the moon with less computing power than you have on like most like scientific calculators these days.
with less computing power on the shuttle than is on a singing greeting card.
Oh, you want to know an even more funny fact? You know the MacBook chargers you get?
Yeah.
Like somebody opened up like the power brick of one of those, and there was a chip inside that had more compute power than we had on like the space, like the on the charger. It had more compute and more RAM and like more RAM than what we used to send people to the moon.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to listen to some of the moon books. Like right now, I'm on Apollo 8.
I mean, it's all just fiction. And
I have literally met someone on Discord who thinks the planet's flat.
They're out there.
he's not wrong, is he?
Oh gosh.
I mean,
Well,
look
locally
around you,
flat.
everything looks flat. Like,
I think local flat is an appropriate description.
yeah.
It's flat with a pH.
Yeah. Wait,
Flat.
PHLA plat.
He does say flat.
Yeah,
He also says that the government won't allow you to go to Antarctica because the planet continues. Like, it's just... like, there's more
Yeah,
land
it does. To the other side.
to the other side, right? But he thinks, like, it's flat, and that's not the case. Like, he thinks it just continues.
Oh, I don't have code.
I should bring him around here sometime. I should be
Please don't.
like,
I don't need the brain hemorrhages that's gonna cause.
yeah. He's into, he's trying to get into, like, Linux OS, like, making his own Linux distribution.
Like, I know other people will tear into him, and I'll have to deal with that. But I also know that I 10,000% will as well, and I have a lot of self-control. I'm a very patient man, but
No, you're
Jesus, I play into him.
I try to put my tinfoil hat on when I'm near him.
Which is hilarious,
never
because
thought-
that would actually intensify any of the waves and stuff. Like, it... Ugh.
Yeah, I never thought I would have found someone who thought the planet was flat, and then Discord proved me wrong.
Welcome to Missouri. I can show you a few.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of conspiracy theorists and the uneducated. Or the willfully ignorant, that's the one.
Willfully ignorant. I'm on the hedonic treadmill. I need a day off. I need a day off to do nothing.
What did you say about treadmill?
I'm on the hedonic treadmill, like, you just keep doing things to, like, feel good.
Like hedonistic.
Yeah,
Like-
okay.
Like you eat food to feel, like, I don't know, like you feel,
Survive?
you eat food to feel good, you, like, go to work each day so you feel good.
Wait, what?
I mean, the food thing is because you would die otherwise.
I think I overeat a bit. Just a bit.
Yeah, if it's too high a quantity, then I could see that being a hedonist act, but
Did you just say heat in the stack?
A hedonist stack. Yes.
Hedon- well, I choose to. I'm gonna act like I did because that's way funnier.
Okay.
The hedonist
for
It
act.
doesn't work. It doesn't work now that he specifically said you didn't say that. So
I know.
Waiting for my health insurance card
You lost,
to
Sam Block.
arrive.
You lost.
oh, is this
over.
2021 Advent of Code?
What?
What?
Oh,
You're breaking
well,
up.
it was-
What's Advent of Code?
Oh, you're missing out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, fair enough. But
Advent
it's
of
fun.
Code.
I enjoyed Advent of Code.
It is a website that every December, for the first 25 days of December, will be putting out little problems that you have to solve. And so it happens during Advent. Hello. Thank you. So check out adventofcode.com. Like, it's really, really cool.
Yes.
And all of the previous years are listed there. There's one input per day, but 2 prompts that use the same input. Typically, they're just minor spins on the same question.
I did all of 2021 Advent of Code in C.
They're completely language agnostic, so if you hated yourself enough, you could do it in, like, I don't know, assembly.
Brainfuck, come on, where you at?
Fair. Machine code.
Machine code's still probably easier than brainfuck, to be honest.
So warm. It's 81 degrees in my office.
I'll do it in A-Core this year.
Oh, that'd be cool. Have you ever tried it with Cup?
No, I made cup in like Feb, so I have done like a few problems, like just to sanity check. I haven't done all of them.
I think I've only ever done them in Python. I should probably try it in, like, JavaScript or other stuff I'm trying to be more confident with.
Make a
So
website. Hemlock.
I don't know.
I
We
think
have
my
another service over at the moment, and so I'm stuck in the car again.
what do you have? Another?
A service person, a person who's looking at our water because pressure and leaky taps and bullshit.
What time is it
So
there?
when that happens, I retreat to the car.
the car.
But what time is it there?
Nighttime?
At present, it is 7:30 in the morning.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
okay.
early. Morning time.
I don't know why I
Yes,
thought it was like
so
middle of the
past the
morning.
clock.
I was thinking 5:30 a.m.
And the thing is, I'm on battery on my phone, and my phone battery is kind of shit, and it's also not fully charged, even for its shitness. So I can't stay on long because I still want to have some charge in case I need to communicate or whatever. But
Thank you.
with house members, I mean. So yeah, I can stay for a little bit, but not for too long.
You can always turn the car on and charge it for a bit.
Oh, I could. Yeah, I could. Don't want to though.
That's like such a waste, isn't it?
Probably.
Like the
Life is
inefficiency
a
of that is
Huh?
just.
Is there
life
any
is a way.
chores that need done? Any shopping that needs done?
Um,
We're all part of the
oh,
hedonism.
you mean not going out and about where there are other people lawned? Is that what you're saying?
Sorry?
No, he's saying with me suggesting turning the car.
Yeah, the car is the like charging the phone with the car is just the layers of inefficiencies on that is just
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't expect they'll be here for too long. It's just hanging out.
Hot.
Yeah, very hot. Need
You
water.
are very hot.
Yeah, it's
Currently,
81 degrees Fahrenheit. That is
I mean, that's just bragging.
yeah.
I like cold weather.
It was supposed to be cooler there this time of year.
Sorry, here
Yeah.
it's not particularly hot here. I'm not saying that it's hot. It's actually just sort of edging into spring.
Does Australia get snow?
Oh yes, it does. Up in the Alps, up in the mountains. Not so much down at these altitudes, which is not to say that it has not done so in the past, but only twice in my lifetime that I've been aware of. Was it actual snow?
Is there
What?
actually a mountain range in Australia called the Alps? Because that's hella confusing if there is.
There is a mountainous region in sort of North Victoria, South New South Wales, and it is home to a number of different mountains: Bulla, Stirling, Hotham, Bogong, Kosciuszko. Yeah, Bogong. There's a moth named after it too. Big moths, big moths, beautiful moths. I used to be in the ski team when I was at school. So yeah, private school kid, go figure. So yeah, we do have snow, and
But
not terrible snow either, but it's not great by world standards.
No, like mountain named Alps.
because he said like up in the Alps, and I was like, wait, that's not anywhere near Australia.
The Alpine region, as in mountains. Pass that however you will.
It's fair.
Yep. Was it conifer? Wait, conifer trees? Which one's conifer?
That's
like pine trees?
Pine.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you guys have conifer there?
We do, but they're not native. We generally have evergreen deciduous. Oh, the musketeers have turned up.
Are there 3 of them?
Yeah,
Oh, the
birds. The 3
Oh, yeah.
crested pigeons that come visit. They're on the lawn at the moment. I can see them.
Where is our lord?
Sort of, yeah, hanging around the door that I usually come out of.
Where's the food
Going,
man?
oh, there's activity.
People, man.
I'm getting old, guys. Dip it up, down for horse. I hope they don't end up. I hope Discord doesn't end up breaking like everything when they transition the Android app to React Native.
Oh, but they
Because
will.
it would be very on brand for them. And you'll behave.
The guy behind Hyperbolica is now making a 4D video game. Interesting.
Could
How?
wallet?
Huh?
I mean, you can do the 4D maths, you just can't display it in 4D.
Yeah, but like I'm guessing it's 3D projection in VR.
Yeah.
That'd be cool as shit. Yeah.
Wait, is it
Anyway, I'm
the
gonna head
4D mini golf game?
See you, buddy.
No, it just new game that says I'm making
Right,
a 4D
okay.
game. Right. See ya.
I thought it was Rabbit that said VR is shit. It sounded
No.
like.
I think Rabbit is embittered.
I mean, if anyone had cause to hate it.
Oh yeah.
Why rabbit
Cost him
specifically? Like the cause?
he broke his shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was trying to lean out a window in Half-Life Alyx. The window did not exist, so.
It's always odd to me when people manage that because it's just so not the way I experience VR.
Oh no. I have yet to try it because it's either as I've gotten older or it's a medication thing. I get motion sick like nobody's business, like specific movement, and I know for absolute sure that VR would do that to me.
Dude, Elite Dangerous was the one thing that made me like. That's the only game that's made me actually feel motion sick, and then I got used to it, and now I'm fine. But like when I started playing that game, I just couldn't with like doing like 360s and shit in a spaceship in space.
Oh yeah, that would make me barfy.
You're rolling everywhere, you're going upside down, you're turning your stabilizers off. It's fucking crazy.
Poor Darth Vader, like whenever he got shot away into space, like how much vomit did that respirator have to take in?
What are you working on, Salt?
Isometric, like tiling.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna do like a little tile editor thing. See if I can get it to work.
God, there'd be an annoying amount of maths behind that for me.
Shouldn't be too bad. Unfortunately, I'm using like a VS Code's terminal, which doesn't have mouse input. So,
Yeah, that still bothers me.
but it should be good enough for now until I swap over it.
I'm not sure why they haven't implemented it. Because I can't imagine it'd be that. Okay, this is speaking purely from ignorance, but like they could totally just use an embedded like the Windows terminal.
Yeah, I think they should too.
Also, I don't know why I said it that way. And embedded the terminal. Windows.
Barbecue, Trident.
that took me a second. Okay, I do like that.
It's fun. I made these little this little sprite class though. You know, I was talking about how I couldn't move things like by like half a line.
Yeah.
So I made this sprite class to like do it for me, and it works pretty well.
Nice.
There's a little like test.
F to the right.
I don't know if you can see that.
One of
Mm-hmm.
my boss's neighbors has a lawn mowing robot.
A lawn mowing run robot.
Yes, it's like a Roomba outside.
Looks like we've put Lawmo out of business.
It's okay. It was just a side hustle. It's the weirdest thing ever, though. It's like, I don't know.
Or like a Roomba on your lawn.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's just so strange.
Dang, dude, there's a lot of shit I want to do when I move out. Like, I would actually do, like, I want to do some gardening and shit. But I also want to do, like, backpacking. I think backpacking sounds super fucking cool. You just go for walks and hikes and just camping where I fucking shouldn't be.
Potentially get shanked.
No, well, no. Well, maybe by the farmer. But they have guns, so.
Go do that with Alec. It's like his jam.
Oh, backpacking? Maybe. If I still know him in 3 years. So,
I mean, he's always out in the woods. So.
yeah.
Why is this terminal doing this?
Forgot what I was doing. You're like senile already. Hello, smelly dog monster. I know.
I wish I was paying a little bit more attention when Mustafa was talking about FMAP.
I'm always, whenever he gets going, I always get so invested.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was also working on stuff at the time as well.
If he was my professor, I think I would have enjoyed college a lot more.
Uh-huh. I mean, he was definitely some people's professor. I mean, I don't know
exactly.
what, like, yeah.
I think he did discrete math. He did a lot of stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Hello, tiny cat. You want a kiss on the noggin? Yeah, you do. Tiny noggin kisses. Mm.
Yeah, I'm tempted to write my own CPU and write my own assembly for that to interact with it. And then write a translate unit, a translator to take like x86 NASM, like x86 Intel, and convert it over to my assembly. So I can just port C and stuff, and I can have C in my. Yeah.
When I was your age, I just wanted to play more video games.
Dude, I kind of had an existential crisis about that last night. I was like, dude, all the people I know just play video games, and that's just their fucking life. Am I missing out? You know? And like, I'm probably going to be I'm going to work in programming. I'm going to be programming, for the rest of my life. Is this what I want it to be? Is that all I want it to? And then that's like, oh, well, actually, I want to do backpacking and like walking and shit.
I think there are some games which are art pieces in themselves. There are stories to be told, and it's a bit like reading a book. There are some books in life that you will want to have read, And I think it's the same with video games. There are some stories in video games that you will want to have experienced for yourself. Now, if you're talking about professional gamers, professional League of Legends players or professional World of Warcraft players, all of that stuff, if you can make a living out of it and get good money out of it, okay, cool, good for you. That's your thing. But if it's just staying at home, playing non-competitive, just for your own amusement, Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft's okay, but there are other things in the world that can net you a better sense of worth than just Minecraft, I guess. Or I mean, I'm singling out Minecraft. I
Yeah.
like Minecraft. I really love Minecraft. I
Yeah, I
haven't
mean,
played it in a while. I love it.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna say I haven't played it in a long time, maybe like a year since I've last played it. So I was playing some recently,
Like,
but I think games are more of an experience. Like going along that art form, not necessarily story, but that could be part of the experience. Like Post Void is the game that comes to mind when you say an art piece. Like were you gonna say something?
I most recently watched, I think it was Jacksepticeye's playthrough of Stray, and it was lovely.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that guy's interesting. I think he's trying to target like a different audience now, considering like his audience has grown up.
Yeah, and so is he. Like Markiplier's doing the same thing. A lot of them are.
Yeah, I like it.
Even game has changed a bit. Just kind of musing. All right, dog monster. Go outside.
So, Hemlock. He's gone for a sec. Okay. Good. I came in at the exact correct moment there.
She pooped with much force, much force and volume, so I don't have to deal with it later.
Yo, Hemlock.
Yo.
So, paper clips, right?
Mhm.
I left it running in the background and came back to basically constantly losing in combat, which I didn't
Yeah.
even imagine was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just the hell?
Hold on. I'm scooping a cat box. Scoop the cat box. Scoop the cat box.
I always keep using reduce instead of filter. I just need to use filter.
I remember the difference.
Reduce and folder. I think reduce is the same as a folder right. And reduce is where you append, like you return an accumulator. You have a function that returns an accumulator and takes an accumulator and an element. So so sum would be the easiest example of that. Your accumulator initially starts at 0, and for each element in a list, your function gets past the element, you add it to the accumulator and return it, and then the accumulator set to that, and you just iterate through the entire thing, folding right. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's just a sum, but that's essentially what a fold is. But you can use that instead of a filter, but it's just why it's just you can. It's just slightly harder, slightly less typical.
Oh, I should probably see if the gardening Roomba got stuck again. Boss has a little garden off the side of the house, and they've got, much like the other neighbors have like a full-size lawn mowing one, they've got a little weed whacker one that tends to the garden.
Huh. How does it know which weeds to whack and which are not weeds?
It just gets stuff that's at a certain height. So ideally, you trim it down first, and then it just maintains.
Whack.
Yeah. Does that mean you gotta do something, or?
Ah, I have discovered the secret of power. And I
Do
didn't
tell.
have to start up the car either, so
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if your vehicle still gave power to the ports if it wasn't turned on. Mine doesn't.
no. Well, all I had to do was sort of turn on the HUD sort of thing, the navigator
Oh
system
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
just a power button, and that you can play videos on that too, I think, as well. So all it took was just pushing a power button.
Damn modern cars.
Well, I don't drive, and if I did, I wouldn't be driving this car. So. Unfamiliar
No, I'm just
systems.
saying it's just odd to me that it's the
Modern conveniences.
I know, kitty cat. You are very tiny. She has tiny feet.
Because of the way we do I/O in assembly, I can abstract away separate input and output tokens for when I'm generating like instructions from brainfuck. I can like just get rid of a separate input and output token, and I can have an I/O token, I/O like instruction that takes an integer, because like where I'm outputting for the RAX register, it's 1, and for the RDI register, it's 1. But when I'm inputting, the RAX is 0 and the RDI is 0. And the RSI and RDX are the same. So it's just either 1 or 0, which is pretty neat.
Yo,
Yo.
does anybody here, like, if I stream, you think you can help me fix this? Oh, I can't stream. What do you need to have stream access?
What's
just
Because
the
we,
problem?
an admin giving it to you.
Damn.
Or a moderator, which there's a moderator here if you want to ask.
Yo,
What's the
moderator,
problem at hand?
I get an error with for one of my redeemers that I use to generate nitro tokens. It says unbound local error, variable illuminator. Whatever that means.
You getting that with what?
Oh, it'd be better if I can stream. I mean, I can't really explain this.
It's up to you, Hemlock or Francis.
Nitro token generator?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, which is why I was asking, like, what is this specifically? Because it, like,
It's oh, you were asking what it is? So like, there's a thing called a boost bot, and then like, in order to boost servers with the bot, you have to generate nitro tokens. But
No,
what I
yeah, that's
no, that's
the
against their
rules.
terms of service.
no, but I'm what?
If you're, what do you mean you're generating boost
It's
tokens?
not like stealing anything. It's like a redeemer. It's not. How is that against terms of
Wait,
service?
sorry. Well, explain how it's redeeming. Like, what's it doing?
I gotta enter. It just creates a account. Like, I don't know.
So you're generating fake accounts in order to get
They're not
temporary
fake,
free.
and they're not temporary. Not fake and not temporary.
I mean, you're generating accounts that are not
Hold
bound
on.
to a human being.
I mean, they're bound
Which is
to me.
generally, well, I mean, yes, but generally the terms of service of services say that you can only have one account as a person, or a reasonable number of alt accounts for testing purposes and things.
I mean, I'd consider it testing purposes.
It's
Auto
not.
generating to get a benefit is disallowed in basically every online service's terms of service.
So let me just make sure I'm understanding correctly. This is generating accounts, and you're then using this in order to gain boosts for a server.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and please do not ask for help on this on the server. We will not help you, and if you do ask for more help on this on the server, it will lead to infractions.
Not sure what that means.
Punishment, I guess, mutes, bans.
Oh. It's kind of a weird rule.
No,
not
we just
really.
don't support stuff that voids the terms of service of the platform that we're all on. I think that's quite reasonable.
Nah, not really. I mean, it's not like there's a Discord developer in our call right now. I mean,
There's definitely Discord developers watching this server. It's one of the really large Discord servers. There's definitely an eye on this.
It's not one of the, but it is very related to programming. You know.
I mean, there's like, this is one of the servers that has definitely requested Discord to increase its max numbers, right? Okay, because I think that the limit is like 100k by default.
Yeah, we already have, yeah.
Yeah, so this server has had direct contact with Discord to figure
it doesn't.
it's even beyond.
It doesn't
that.
matter. It doesn't like the reasoning doesn't matter. It's not something that we're assisting with. Period.
well,
It's
that's
the
pretty
same
gay.
with
We're out
like
of here.
it's the same with like scalper
Such
bots or
child.
whatever. We're not allowing those, and also that's not an insult. Like, yeah,
Were you talking to me? I wasn't trying to insult anybody. I'm not sure what you're on about, sir.
I'm pretty sure I know what I heard. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
You're pretty
I said
gay. I'm out of here. Was that
No,
word
I
for
said
word?
that's pretty gay. I'm
I
out of here.
mean, it's still using it as an insult. If just leave, quit wasting
Yes,
our time.
sir. Just leave, nerdy ass bitch. We out of here.
Cool.
That was a
Hey.
person.
That saves me an effort to figure out whether I should or shouldn't ban.
I mean, they can still just pre-join. It is going to get logged, right?
What?
No, I think Hemlock means that they've made it clear enough that this person acted clear enough for an instant ban.
Yes.
I think that was the point. Yeah.
Although they've been here long enough, I want to see what their history is here, because they've been here and sent enough messages here to get voice verification.
They didn't even verify. They didn't even verify just now. Like,
yeah, that raises questions in my brain.
202 messages.
Not ultra active.
Oh, they've been going on this token redeemer thing for a while.
Have they?
It's the yeah.
What was the like? What was the username?
Cheeks.
I already got the ID. I'm gonna do
This-
do.
There we go. That's the correct cheeks. Lol. The first message I see is it's to generate nitro tokens. You toxic anime. Fuck lol. That's a courage just to make that clear. Yeah, I think there's enough there. What even?
Ban by itself also takes a duration, right? It's just if it's not provided. I can't remember whether I have to do temp ban.
Uh,
Yep. Okay. Now do the mute.
Hello.
Dude, Vibur, if you just missed some like popcorn.
Oh.
No, just some drama
popcorn is a
happened. It
neat
was
way to
fun.
describe it.
I'm having loads of fun and now doing async, multi-threading, and Kotlin.
You still on this? Fuck no.
No, I finished that on the Python. Now I'm doing it in Kotlin on the app.
Okay. Cool.
It's a pain. No, the Python thing works unless the Raspberry Pi gets too hot. Then the multi-threading thing goes wrong, and then the Bluetooth connection times out because it slows down. But there's 2 heat sinks coming tomorrow, so that should fix that. Oh, everyone joined at once. I'll be right back. Hello again.
Howdy, howdy.
Francis, how many dogs do you have? How many dogs do you have? Sure. You did, but your dogs are more important than noise cancelling. At least more powerful.
They demand the noise cancelling stop for them.
Uh-huh. With success. They have defeated it. They have fought and won the battle.
Huh, you can just disable roll colors.
Yeah.
I like that. I prefer it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's odd. Okay.
I didn't think I would, but I do.
I don't think I will prefer it.
Oh, I keep trying to test this with the mouse, and I just VS Code mouse doesn't work.
No,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, well I can remove all these raised system exits.
At that point, why even test it in VS Code terminal? Why not just make a task that starts an external terminal?
Because it's not built into VS Code.
Effort. E-fart. I don't know, man. I don't feel great.
Oh no.
I've had bad stomach stuff going on the past couple days.
Perhaps you got my flu.
Possibly. How dare you? See if I invite you to my next birthday party.
I think the last time I was invited to a birthday party outside of my family was about, let's see, what would it have been? 14 years ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right for me.
I was
Isn't that kind of
6 at the time.
I mean, most things are.
6 at the time?
I mean, at least like. Huh.
I think it's a bit sadder for me.
Why?
Because it means I haven't had consistent. I don't know. It's sad both ways, I guess.
Just means in general, no consistent friends that invite you. And I
Yeah.
mean, the birthday party doesn't have to be like a kid's birthday party, right? It's I just recently I went to one where basically the deal is that each birthday this guy gets that entire like giant pot and just there's a specific type of like meat in it that's kind of cooked instead of yeah, it's kind of cooked in a way. It's really good. It just does it all in a
Goulash?
giant pot in the. No, no,
Potpourri?
no. Hold on.
It's not a birthday party unless there's a magician and a clown.
And a cake.
And a cake.
I mean, there was cakes.
Potentially clowns jumping out of the cakes to, frighten children.
I mean, that
Sure,
tracks with
let's go with
Western
that being the
civilization's
qualifying.
holidays.
If that was actually true, that would have explained a lot about me. Unfortunately, I was fibbing.
I'm sorry, you were what?
Fibbing. Telling a lie.
Hmm.
A fib is a little lie.
Fibbing, as we call it.
A fib. I'd never heard that.
Fuck, yeah.
Fibbing.
Foxtrot, India,
It's like a little
Bravo.
white lie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I just never heard that.
Uh-huh.
It's now in your repertoire.
If you practice juggling little balls or balloons, does that make it a repertoire?
If they say, if it's a lot of words that they keep track of in Mexico, would that be a Mexicon? It's a lexicon.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but that's stretching it a bit far.
I know. Well,
You're ill. That's evident.
the problem is sometimes you get the punchline, but like your brain doesn't actually give you the rest of the build up.
I got the whole thing. It was too much of a stretch.
I guess.
Just a bit.
Well, I mean, it is. I get to the puns. I get the puns. It's the getting to the puns that I always struggle with.
Yes. Oh, Hemlock. So as you know, I just finished on the Raspberry Pi with the dirty async and multi-threading thing. And then I get to the Android app and I have to do the exact same thing.
Dude, there has to be a better way.
Please save me.
There
I
has
want
to
to
be a better
die.
way. Like
What are
10,000.
you doing?
He's doing. Okay, so the whole
Disgusting things.
The project is to give a notification to someone whenever they forget to close the freezer. In the process of doing this, he has
written some of the dirtiest code known to mankind.
He has ended up doing.
Is the issue the notification system? Because I have a great recommendation for you.
The issue is that he's using both
Burn the whole lot,
multiprocessing
start
and
again.
async. Yeah.
I heard nothing because they talked over each other.
Sorry.
The problem is that he's using both async and multiprocessing.
What? Yes. Yeah. I mean, I saw that, but why is it not just done at some point? Is my question.
Why is it not what?
Why can't it just be done at some point?
Done with what?
The thing, because you said you're doing the same in Kotlin now or something.
I finished that, but now I'm in Kotlin and writing the mobile app, which is monitoring it, and I'm again having to do weird things with multiple threads and with async because I can't run things for too long in the main thread, so I need to shift them off to the IO thread, etc.
What does the app do?
The app does two things. Firstly, it receives push notifications via Google via Firebase Cloud Messaging whenever the freezer has been open for too long. Secondly, if you refresh, it shows an overview of the status of all the freezers. In writing it, I have come to the conclusion that I detest the Android library.
There is for the push notifications. There is a great solution for that. Let me link it to you. It might be interesting.
I know you told me about the alternative thing. We discussed this before, and we concluded that it was more practical for me to use the Google Cloud Messaging. That's not the issue right now.
I don't know what we discussed, but the one that I was going to recommend also can go through Firebase Cloud Messaging.
Earlier you recommended something else, an alternative thing which I could run in the background, some extra app or something.
I mean, it might have been that, but it does also do Firebase if you want it that way.
Mm.
But the point is that like making your own app for this seems kind of overkill. Like this almost seems like it could just be a Home Assistant thing, right?
It could. But I've already almost finished writing the app, so now I'm not going to go and switch 5 weeks before I need to submit the paper about the project.
Ah, okay. See that the fact that it's a project you do for like having the paper for it, that changes things.
Yeah. I was afraid it might.
Because I mean it's up to you, of course. But if you like, you have to have done something, right, to
Exactly.
get it to work. Right? So yeah.
So yeah, I'm sort of stuck with this.
I mean, I still think there's easier ways to do what you're trying to do, but you know.
There probably are. But yeah.
There are 10,000%. There has to be. But it's
yeah,
okay.
mostly got it working.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah,
thank you, Hemlock. I
Yeah.
love you too.
Yay!
The type of thing with like mixing, like for the Python side, mixing multiprocessing and async is just the kind of thing that I would have done like 2 years ago before knowing how to do it better.
How would you do?
That's why I think that. Huh?
No, nothing.
I'm not sure how to do it
Which is
better.
why I think there has to be a better way, because that most cases there is.
Well, there is a better way. The better way is to write an asynchronous library for the GPA open, so I don't need to run a separate thing for it. But the problem is that I didn't have time to write that.
Not even that. There's like, so the core idea is, right, if you separate the pieces of code far enough, you have a very simple protocol between them. It basically becomes two separate pieces of code, and you don't have to worry about how they interact, like how async interacts with multiprocessing, right? So if you, for example, went with like 0MQ or something, right, and then use 0MQ to pass messages between the multiprocessing part that does the GPIOs and the other part that does the async side, and it'd be a very simple defined interface, and you wouldn't ever, like, the async and multiprocessing wouldn't ever touch each other, right?
Yeah, well, in this case, I had a process for the async and a process for the GPIO, and they didn't ever touch each other. It's just that the async set a certain. It's just that the GPIO pin set a certain variable to true, and the async monitored that every so often.
That's. I mean, sure. If you want to do it polling, then like, but polling is ugly.
I know. Nevertheless, it's what I did.
Fair.
Oh, Hamlock, in paper clips, is there anything else after I'm like after the combat thing?
I genuinely don't remember.
Because it feels kind of just boring now. I'm just literally like, I'm done. There's nothing else I can do, really. I can just wait for the percentage of the universe to tick up.
I mean, just do other stuff while it's happening.
Yeah, might go take a shower. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. I mean,
Isn't it always?
incremental games. At some point, incremental games become idle games. Like, there's.
Oh, Launchma. I like the thing you posted about the heavier.
Yeah, the heavier is great. Look, have you seen the heavier?
No.
Repost it in voice chat 0. Otherwise, it'll be
will.
nasty for the people in here.
Oh well, I will repost the heavier. It is in voice chat 0 this second. Behold the heavier.
That is so good.
Isn't it?
Oh, that
It's
is
just your style.
So brilliant. It took me just the right amount of time to get it.
I know, right?
Oh my god, that is so brilliant. I wonder if it actually lights.
Sure, why not? And if you make the block of concrete short enough, you can even fill through the bottom.
It feels like
Oh.
they've covered up the thing you press in with the concrete.
I don't think they have. I think they might have left a bit of space underneath it.
It looks
Yeah,
like there
maybe.
might be just enough space because you don't have to depress it that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not one of the electric ones. We have to press it all the way down.
And anyway, it would make more sense if it didn't work, because then, after all, it's a heavier, not a lighter.
True.
Eh.
He set the
If
candle
I-
a heavy.
No, actually, it'd be funnier if it worked, because then it's literally just the heavier. It does the same as a lighter, just heavier.
No, because if it is a lighter, then it's both a heavier and a lighter. Therefore, it's better if it doesn't
No.
because then it's only a heavier.
It's the heavier.
The fire just falls.
No, because then you can say first it was the lighter, and now it's the heavier.
Eh.
But yeah, whatever. Sufficient is the discussion thereof unto the day.
I'm just out of it.
What actually happened with Cheeks?
2-day ban.
Yeah, but what did he do?
He asked for
Yeah, I
help
know.
for a Discord Nitro token generator thingy, and then got pissed at Hemlock when Hemlock didn't want them that help given.
Bruh.
Basically.
It's first infraction.
Oh, so if he had a 2-day ban, what about tomorrow?
Well played. Well played. Well played.
Oh, no.
Who's squeezing a dog
Francis,
behind me?
what are you doing to those poor dogs?
Fair enough.
6:30 in the morning. Oh, Southeast Asia? Uh-huh. Oh.
I hate that. I hate that when that happens.
Oh, Philippines. I see. That makes sense.
We got quite a few staff in there.
Uh-huh.
I think is Iceman? No. My brain doesn't work.
The Android development server is extremely laid back. I'll post a screenshot and you'll see what I mean. Here you are. This was just now.
Freedom of unspeech?
Slavedom of silence.
What the hell?
I am so confused.
It's in Witcher 0.
No, I see it.
This is just when I joined.
That's surreal.
Like I said,
What is-
they're laid back.
I have never heard of the word erudition.
Oh, like wisdom. Not wisdom. It's like very much knowledge. Someone said snake, then someone else said sup, and then he answered hi, and then someone else answered hi, and then someone else said snake, and from there it went on.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I can see the erudition point. You know?
Bonnie, I didn't die when driving.
Ooh, epic gaming moment.
Oh,
If you last long
not to
enough, do you
brag,
get
but
a
I
free
didn't
extra
die.
life? If you last long enough in Missouri, do you get a free extra life?
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Sort of like a cat.
No, I think I've used some of those up with some near misses from people.
Mm. Oh god.
Yes, my child.
Please fix my Android app.
No.
That
What
that
shall we
question
fix it?
that question is 40 minutes.
Actually, it's infinite minutes because the 60 players can never play it.
Why?
Because if the symphony takes those 120 players to play it, then the 60 players cannot play it, and therefore it takes infinitely long for them to play it because they can never finish playing it.
That's not the
Can't play
parameter
it.
of the question, though.
I know.
It never says that it takes 120 players to play the symphony. It says that it says that 120 players takes 40 minutes to play the symphony.
Ah, okay.
And the 120 players taking 40 minutes to play the symphony is the same as one player taking 40 minutes to play the symphony because they're all playing in parallel.
True.
And I mean, one way of interpreting it is you can have fewer instruments than are scored to play the thing, right? You don't necessarily need all of the instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck the oboe.
Someone posted a typo which one of their professors made, which I think you would appreciate.
I actually really do love how the
I
oboe
put it in
sounds.
voice chat 0.
Well, I mean, instantly becomes related. Or it just means that it's really smug.
Also, Booth, do you have your PC in German?
No, this is somebody else who posted it.
Ah.
I said somebody posted a mistake which their professor made.
Whatever. Let me resize the application.
I already posted the one about the Diffie-Hellman secured key exchange mayonnaise. What do I still have, which I haven't recently posted?
What the? Why even have that resolution on the list? 1280 by 600.
And then we have this one, which I'm sure will appeal to you if you are somewhat like me and have drawers full of these.
And you never know. One day, one of them might be useful. It's like cables.
Exactly, and that's why I have my whole drawer full of them.
You know what? This has actually occurred more often than I would have expected at work because I have reused so many AC adapters.
And if push comes to shove and copper prices go through the ceiling of the world, then you've got a tidy little fortune.
Oh, yes, right.
At least be worth a sandwich. Wow, I hate this.
You hate what? Oh, the Python ball. I mean, Hemlock, admit it could be worse, okay?
No, I don't
You
want.
could have animated it.
I don't want to admit it, and you can't make me.
Wait, it's not just a meme. Someone actually made that language.
No, it's still a meme.
Yes, but it's an actual language that you can use.
No. Why do people try to ruin the things I love?
The readme is too good. Hemlock, you need to read the readme.
Oh god.
Variables can be declared using the keyword please.
Create a new file. Rowan. Documentation.
Just make a pull request. Oh no. I need to share this in a few choice places. I am not fully convinced that paperclips isn't just a way to get us to learn the names of big numbers.
I think you've just cracked the code for all incremental games.
Because I now know what a sextillion is. There we go.
This one is actually, to be honest, mostly applicable for me.
Yeah. It was because he's not only improved the Awuwa fire, but also has it tattooed on his damn face.
The neighbor's smoking and it stinks.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't taken a shower yet, so I might as well wait out the end. I'm at 11% of the universe explored now. It's not going to take too long.
For some reason, that sounded really grim. Well, might as well wait out the end of the shower.
I mean, might as well shower later. I mean,
Oh yeah.
after I've waited for this to end, because it's at 16% now, 17%. There we go. It's not gonna take much more longer.
Yeah.
30% there. 30% of the universe is now paper clips. I wonder how well they've done the math. Does it actually stop at the point where every bit of atom in the known universe is technically a paperclip? Because you can kind of estimate how many atoms there are.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna compare the number at the end to what Wolfram Alpha tells me.
Let me see. I just want to see if I understood what you said. I might have misheard. That every atom in the universe is technically a paperclip.
No. Converted into.
Oh, are we talking nano? What is it?
Subatomic
The
clips.
whole nano conversion.
So, it's an incremental game called. I think it's just called a paperclip game or just paperclips. And it gets really weird
no.
after a while.
I'm at the end, Hemlock. Oh, okay.
Yep. Ta-da! Space Plan is another one that's pretty good if you haven't played that.
What do I do? Do I accept or do I reject?
That's up to you, man.
What's the implication of this choice?
You decide the fate of the world, or the universe. Do you, once again, turn the universe to be nothing more than your plaything?
I decided to reject it.
That's fair.
Okay. That's a thing now.
I love incremental games. They're
Wolfram
so weird.
Alpha.
This dog has so many cysts.
Number of atoms in the universe. 6 to the power of 10. 6 times 10 to the power of 79.
Oh my god, this dog's breath. I'm house sitting. I'm house sitting for my boss again, so I'm with the dog that has the death breath. Yeah, 50 a night. So they gave me the check up front. It was 400. So which definitely helps because it is super thin this month.